Hi, I'm Daniel.
And I'm Santa's 10th reindeer, Cooper. We're with Long Branch Co.
And today we're gonna show you how we set our table for Christmas. So, as some of y'all will know, we love hosting dinner parties for our friends, family, and same is the case with Christmas. And for me, setting up the table is one of the most important things to do because your guests are taking time of their day to come and join you at your house. So it's my belief that you need to do the same, be reciprocal and honor that they're taking time off to come to your house. So we're gonna treat them as such.
Yeah, I mean, personally for me, this is more of your baby. Like table setting is kind of your thing.
Yeah, you're the foodie.
Yeah, so if, like for me, it's about the food. But that being said, I am a sucker for like presentation. I love how it looks on a plate. I love how it all lays out. So
and I feel like we're a great team where we make things cohesive. Mm-hmm. Like if you come to one of our dinner parties, you will see that the food and the table, everything is in one theme kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. It all kind of matches.
It matches, and I like that. I like that you are very perfect with food. Like you're one of the best cooks I know.
Thank you.
And I like sitting at the table and making things pretty, so we always compliment each other very well on that.
Yeah.
So just like we talk about in our other videos, we like to create a statement piece and work our way around it. Mm-hmm. In this case, it was this beautiful poinsettia arrangement.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's really simple, but I think that you really knocked it out of the park with this idea. I think it's really effective for what it is.
It was very efficient too, and it was not that expensive because we had the bowl is a wine cooler that we had for parties, and I was like, well, you know, it's always in storage, so let's just bring it out, and we just got poinsettias out of the grocery store and a little bit of moss, and ta-da.
Yeah, like you don't have to repot anything, replant anything.
No.
You literally just put them whole in the thing, cover it with some moss, and it looks really nice.
Yeah, I agree with you. It's simple, but at the same time, it's that extra step that we always do. Mm-hmm. So after we made our mess with our poinsettia arrangement, which is not that big of a mess, but that moss, you know, sometimes it throws a little trash here and there. So we prep our table, clean it all up. Did you sweep the table?
I did sweep the table.
You sweep the table. And I love that we chose this velvet tablecloth. I think this is one of your basics. They're not that expensive. It's something you should always have because you can use it in different times of the year, not only Christmas. And they're super easy to clean and you don't have to iron them.
You know, I wouldn't necessarily think like blue for Christmas, like a blue velvet for Christmas.
Yeah.
But I really like the way that the red and the green stand out against it.
Absolutely, and the copper from the wine cooler.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You know, obviously we kind of talked about color, but I also think like a lot of it has to do with like material as well. So I like that we kind of mixed our metals and we added glass as well.
Yes.
You know, people say you're not supposed to mix your metals. I'm a fan of mixing metals.
I love that. Yeah. No, at first we kept, no, it's all gold or all silver, but I really enjoy how we have all these different elements and it looks very nice.
Yeah, we have gold, we have kind of that copper bronze, we have silver, we have glass, and I like just having all of those things on one table. It feels more natural.
Yeah, it looks more organic. It looks like it's meant to be. It's meant to look this way. Mm-hmm. It's not way over the top, but it's elegant. It keeps the elegance. It keeps the simpleness. Then we chose our silverware. Mm-hmm. Quick question: why it is called silverware? If it's gold, do you call it goldware?
Well, you're really supposed to call it like flatware, right? Cutlery.
Cutlery. I say cutlery, but people say silverware.
Well, like silverware is because it's usually made from silver. Like that's what you would call it. But I think it's just common vernacular.
It's like Kleenex versus tissue paper.
Like, no one says tissue. Everyone says, give me a Kleenex.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's like off brand. Exactly.
Okay, thank you for the lesson.
You're welcome.
Appreciate it. Then we chose different base plates. The base plate, you don't have to have all the same. I get it that you have sets, but no.
The thing is like, we're not having like a formal black tie dinner. This is just a nice sit down dinner with like friends, family, people who are close to us. So I think you have a little more liberty to have fun with having like different chargers and having different colors.
As long as you pair them well, I don't see no problem. And I like it more. I think I like to mix and match a little better because you're not always gonna have 6 of the same or 8 of the same, you know, it's okay to mix and match. So if you notice, what we did was we did gold at the ends and this beaded glass one on the lengths of the table.
Yeah, so the heads of the table have different designs than the rest.
But then we did inverse with the plates, with the china. So we have green on the bottom with the goldware, and then we had white on top of them. And on the beaded ones, we had white plate and green solid plate.
Yeah, I'm a sucker for gold and green together. I really am.
I think so.
So I think, especially with the blue velvet and everything, I think the heads of the table look really like regal and fun. But meanwhile, other ones, like they still read Christmas. You have your red, you have your white, you have your green. I think the rest of the table has more of a traditional Christmas feel, while the heads of the table have a little more modern feel.
And I always like that the heads are a little funner because you have more space to work with. So your base plate can be a little bit bigger too. And then finally, to work with the plating of it, your napkins. I think I love napkins. I think we should still use linen napkins. I don't know, I think it's a little better. And it's also more ecological, I believe. But that's just me. We decided to go with the white ones with our logo on them for the head of the table, and just the red ones for the other ones. And I think that was a good call because, like we said, we don't like everything to be the same. Like, you don't want everything to look like a set. Like you just went to Ross or Home Goods and you just bought a set and just throw it in there. It looks more personalized.
Yeah, more thoughtful.
Thoughtful.
You say that we should still use linen napkins. I get that they're pretty, but I am against it from, like, linen napkins have something against me.
Just because you don't know how to fold them?
I was doing exactly the same thing that you were doing. I do not understand why they were not working with me. And then you have to iron them all. Like, I'm sorry.
Of course, you're not gonna put just a wrinkle thing in the table. No, you have to starch them. And I didn't have starch before I start getting the comments. But usually I starch them. Like the white ones we did starch, but the red ones we didn't. And it makes a difference.
I mean, I understand that, but still at the same time, like, they don't like me. I think napkins just don't.
Okay, but can we make the idea for a new episode? Maybe napkin folding.
So even though I'm against the napkins, I still really love those other, like, smaller little touches that you have throughout the table.
Okay,
like,
yes.
One of my favorite things is like having something that maybe someone hasn't seen before, or something that may be new to someone, like kind of like elevating the experience.
Absolutely, like these weights.
Yeah, the little fork rests. I think that's a cute touch.
Well, I mean, you have to, because if you're gonna set your fork down, you don't want the nasty pork chop in your tablecloth or table. You know, and you don't know if the table is clean. We clean it, you saw it. But, you know, you can just put it like that.
Yeah. I think that's a fun little touch. You know, between that and like the candlesticks are a little different.
Oh, I know. I love those. This is a great touch.
Yeah, just all the glassware and everything. I think, you know, when you have everything together on one table, it all works.
I know, it looks so put together, you know, it looks like cohesive. Like the glass, I just love glass on the table. Love glass on the table. It makes it look more elevated. Thank you so much for joining us as we prepare our Christmas dinner party.
Yeah, of course. Thank you for joining. If you want to see any more content regarding the holiday season, just keep an eye out. We have new videos every single week. But until next time, remember to keep doing things
The Long Branch way.